Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Boston. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Line gets set. 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. On the run, fires downfield. Hauls it in. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a nice job by the quarterback there. Of course, he's right-handed, but there he is scrambling and rolling to his left. It's not easy to be accurate when you're doing it, but he's able to put that right on target for the completion.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Gets it out fast. Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
That's a way to get some breathing room. He's got 5 out to the 9-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win. Fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on 3rd down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
Out of the gun to give to the back. There he goes. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. It's Knowles. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Turning it on. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on 3rd down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Hull. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. He might not be the quickest guy out of the gate, but some long speed and power once the big fella gets rolling there.
And the quarterbacks always feel comfortable throwing to these guys. It's like a safety valve. Nothing open downfield. Find the big fullback because you know this guy can make some people miss and go to work.
Pressure coming. And he'll just get rid of that one.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Clark. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
And these balls thrown way down the field. This is a lot of times when you see those pass interference or receivers adjusting the ball and DB's not. This time you can tell the defender did a great job understanding where the ball was going, got his hand on it, made sure the receiver couldn't make the throw.
And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Looking to buy time. Fires left. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a 3rd down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced a big interception.
Finding open areas. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
Really good-looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Ready to fire from the pistol. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Daniel. It's complete to the left. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Bama! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like
found the seam on the left. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Extending the play. Fires on the move. Looking for the goal line. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll run it on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Looking to get it in. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
And they do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
Coming out with it, it's Burrow. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Really nice play getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing to NFL talent all over the field. And this dude right here, he could be the next first-round pick at the wide receiver position from Bama.
And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
To the ground with the back. Getting off the defender. The Tide will get the first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long.
Here we go.
Got his man downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. pushing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Texas Tech is getting crushed today, and this is in front of a full house in Lubbock. That fan base should not be subjected to this. They're trailing by 14 to West Virginia. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 clash of the Titans, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Working that left side now. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Under fire. Finds his man. It's Knowles.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Touchdown time! The defense takes matters into its own hands. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the 2nd half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last 1st down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Quickly out to the tight end.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the tight end was a big part of this offense. And you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him move him inside. You see him move him outside. You see him move him in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
To the air on 1st down. Now improvising. Let's it fly. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you can see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. The longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Wants to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Pulls it in. It's Knowles. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it out. It's Burrow. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll leave it with the lone back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Daniel. Catch in the middle, it's Phoebe. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. A strike downfield. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Wants to go up top on first down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. You always want to give your big-time players a chance. That might have been too much of a chance to give right there.
And I know I'll give you a chance when it's one-on-one, but not two-on-one. You got to see that, got to understand that they're trying to take away this guy. There's a reason they're trying to take him away. What else can I do now to take advantage of that defense?
Power football with the run. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the left. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he's going to try to return this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short.
Here we go, set.
Caught near the sticks. It's Montgomery. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Oh, it's a fumble. Oh, and he's able to get it back and saves himself a rear-end chewing.
Man, did they catch a break. The wide receiver.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Breaks into the open. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal.
22, water.
They'll move the wide receiver. A first down run on the doorstep. And he fought for everything he could. Probably lucky it wasn't worse with all of the company he had in the backfield.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
He's got him. Touchdown, Alabama! And the beatdown has ensued.
Love the play design on offense because you get your playmaker, the guy you want with the ball in his hands. You get him open, easy throw for the quarterback. Receiver does the rest, put 6 up on the board.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. The home team is within striking distance, but time is not on their side. Time to see if they can solve this riddle. The Blue Raiders have clawed their way to this lead. They say the best teams in football treat road games like business trips, and this group is on the verge of closing this deal. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Middle Tennessee. Two fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Second and long. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Finds his tight end. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Wide receiver going in motion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Clark. There he goes. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Knowles. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Just keeps slinging it. On target. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Grab behind the line. It's Boston. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun on 3rd down. The throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Boston. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The Gamecocks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Quarterback moving. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
They'll line up to go for 2. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. Throw to the end zone. Picked off.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just gravy.
South Carolina, 20.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And now on 2nd down for this offense.
Let's go! Let's go!
The give to the single back. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So 1st down will open up the final period. Motion from the wideout. Caught behind the line. It's Montgomery. Turning it on. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. Defense swarming on that loose ball. A turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Sends it back in motion. Here's the handoff. Past the 1st down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
22 water.
They'll ride the hot hand. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Set, ready. Ready, go.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Hold on just a second, guys. Flag on the play. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker.
Come on, set.
On the direct snap, it's Russell. Touchdown, Bama! And the pummeling has started. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback, get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're ready to rush this quarterback.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. He'll try to do it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
If that running back wore a half-size bigger shoe, that's an incomplete pass, but he got a foot down.
He got it down. Nice body control, and you see so many running backs work with wide receivers now in practice because they're such good route runners, and you could tell the awareness was fully there near the sidelines to get that little toe in bounds, baby.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Man, you're trying to get the ball to your running back in space, and a really good job tossing it on the perimeter. What do you need? You need to set the edge. You got to do a good job with your offensive line. And then you need perimeter blocking out wide to hold their own. Do a good job, hold their own. Nice positive gain, nice positive toss play.
And the Gamecocks are marching down the field. To the air on first down. Still looking on the move. Got out of trouble and throws. Finds his big tight end. And they swarm him under.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. And he lays out and snags it down the left side. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
Do you remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a Thursday night? The ball didn't even hit the ground, did it?
It did not. 2 incomplete passes caught out of bounds. Caught near the sideline, it's Knowles. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. This guy is doing work on the outside, and the sweet toe tap to stay in bounds there.
How about the sweet feet? I mean, it's so hard to know where you're at on the sidelines and have good body control. You could tell he did. Gets the feet down, secures the catch. That is a nice catch. Nice footwork, young fella.
They're working that left side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's going to run it. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17.
And these are the ones that they just add up, and they're so frustrating for a defender. Trust me, I'm a defensive guy. It's just annoying. You get him in 3rd and medium. They're going to pass the football. You play the pass well, but, man, does he have a good feel. And he just pulls it down, and it's almost like he knew exactly where he had to get. Smart scramble. Nice job getting the first down.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He's moving out of the pocket. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Motion from the wide receiver. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Clark. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. On 4th down, going to the air. Fires into the end zone. He's got it in more than enough for a first down.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
The Gamecocks line it up with a 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. Dances away. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And they'll try to tack on 2. They want to throw it. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. So they played keep away and held it for 16 plays on the scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Burrow. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking for room. It's Green. He's past the 30. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. They've really leaned into the running game when challenged, and it looks as if they're going to get out of here with a top 25 win.
And when you do it physically, running the football like they did against a really good quality opponent, this shows you where you're at in the middle of the season. This is a team that you can trust.
Yeah, externally they were saying all the right things coming into this one, but I think internally they were disrespected. They thought they were a much more physical team. They wanted to come out and prove that today, and they've done it.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The hand to the running back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Looking to throw, it's Daniel. Finds his target down the middle. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up.
It's picked off. That's number 10. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Wants to throw on first down. Got his man. And that is how we will wrap this one up. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations.